Glad to have you with us from Miami Gardens, Florida. A perfect evening for college football. Fans already showing to you as the Canes are ready to tee it up and get this season started. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Throwing right. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And they jump on top.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me.
He lost one down the sideline. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Trying to get to it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Toss sweep to the left. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running back searching for a hole. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They believe they can run right here. Shakes off the defender. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
The Canes are on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Miami 7, LSU 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun. Give on the inside. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Here we go.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays. Down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, you got to understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
Defense in press coverage. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. LSU right back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On the option. Now the toss. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, there you see the speed on defense. Offense trying to attack him with the run game to the outside, but how about the defense's ability to shed blocks, go east-west, and rally to the ball carrier, forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Owens. Quick strike complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. Take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
In this quarter.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job in understanding when to get rid of it.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pulls and fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
And I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in this thing.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Takes the handoff. It's Gore. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they're going to throw it. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Bulls his way forward. He now has 84 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jolly. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Gore. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's got it again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker or get it.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. And the Hurricanes have enough for the 1st down.
It's simple play, simple game. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Yankee blue, green 25.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fair catch called for and made. Play of the quarter coming. Going to the ground. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth.
Miami 20, LSU 2.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Owens. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with him. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a first down for the offense.
The option look. The pitch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. DB's right up on the receivers. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, LSU!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a... You played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now, we're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Would they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on third. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
To the air, it's Owens. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Line gets set, first down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.